Are you crying yourself to sleep at night because you still can't get your hands on a PS5 or a Series X? Well, I have one serious question for you. Why though? Welcome to Valhalla Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. I am Odin's Beard. It has been nearly 9 months since the PS5 and the Series X released, and so many people still have yet to get theirs. Now, one of the biggest reasons why most people can't get their hands on these consoles right now is, well, you guessed it, bots, scalpers, secondhand sellers alike, all have resources that make it possible for them to scoop up as many of these consoles as possible when they go live to buy. So when regular folk try to add them to their cart, it's non-existent. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for making a quick buck and being an independent business person. However, with the gaming space and how these new gen consoles have been carried about, it's gotten to like these really toxic levels. You go on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace and you can just see listing after listing of not just people selling it for over double its value, but will have the audacity to flex and show that they have almost garages filled of these new gen consoles just sitting and waiting for them to make a profit on. Now, as much as we want to throw all the blame at the bots and the scalpers, there's a lot of blame to be had on Microsoft and Sony's end by not manufacturing enough of these things when they knew well that people are going to be at home wanting to game and wanting to get their hands on these consoles. There's also blame to be had on the major retailers. How come they don't have enough procedures in place to ensure that real people are buying these, or the fact that people are using bots to get their hands on them? Another major reason why a lot of this stuff isn't being manufactured fast enough is because there's a global silicon shortage. So if you noticed, even the most basic of things like PS4 and Xbox One controllers aren't as readily available as they once were, as well because they're probably trying to save up all their resources to make PS5s and Series X's. And then when they make them in small batches, then they list them on their retailer sites and they just go up like that. Now, for full transparency, I was fortunate enough to get my hands on the new PS5 and the Series X when it came out. Let's just say due to a certain advantage I had where I worked. More on that on a later video. So as a person who has both new gen consoles, I can say that, yeah, no, there are joys and benefits to having them. But after spending nearly a year with both of them, I can definitely say to you that it is not something you need to have right now. Now let's just get the biggest one out of the way, and that is the lack of available games that justify owning one of these new consoles. Now, of the two, the PS5 has Demon's Souls and Godfall. Godfall's soon to later be also on Xbox, but no one really cares about that game, let's just be honest. It's just a glorified tech demo. But Demon's Souls is the only real genuine exclusive that actually justifies owning a PS5, but also if you're a Souls fan, if you're into those kind of games. I mean, even if you're not a fan, I would still say try to just play it for a second just so you can be in awe of the graphics and the overall visual fidelity and the lighting and all the new technical abilities it has. It is an awesome experience, but only if you're really into that sort of thing. And as for Xbox, there's really nothing exclusive whatsoever on there that's worth playing. I mean, there's Gears Tactics, I suppose, but even then, that's not the Gears of War experience that I want as a longtime Gears of War fan. And hell, I'm wearing a Gears of War shirt. There's no notable exclusives on there except Gears Tactics. That's just not the experience that I want to pay $500 for. I was under the impression that Halo Infinite was going to be a launch title, and thank God that they delayed it a little bit because that game was looking pretty rough around the edges. Of course, the upsides of having these consoles right now is that there are technical features on it that do enhance the overall gaming experience. With the solid-state drives, there's faster loading times, textures a lot nicer. If you're rocking a 4K or hell, even a 8K TV, if you got that much flex going on, then you can really see the difference in the overall visual fidelity that they provide, but overall gaming experience wise, it's going to be the same exact thing that you're getting on your current gen items. As nice as it is to have these consoles, I can say with all confidence that there's no absolute need for these consoles right now. Like I said, unless you're a really big Demon's Souls fan, or you're really in the hunger for having a game system that can load super fast, or play things with a little sharper textures to them, then honestly, you're not missing anything that is worth owning right now. At the end of the day, guys, patience is key. And if you wait even a little longer, they'll come out with 2.0 versions of these consoles that might run a little better, maybe have better storage options. So waiting might not be the worst thing you can do. And with that, this brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Please drop a like or a subscribe. Also, I know there's a ton of different creators out there that you could be spending your time watching right now, and the fact that you're even giving me the time of day really humbles me. You are part of the groundwork of me building this channel, and I hope to see where it goes. So other than that, guys, see you on the next one. SKAL!